I want to break down my top 10 TV dads. Now listen, I don't want to hear no complaints in the comments, even though you're going to do it anyway, about like, why you didn't put such and such on the list? Okay, there's certain people that's not on the list, but guess what? The beauty in all of that is we can always come back and we can make it a top 20, a top 50, top 100, whatever. But right now, we're going to start off with my top 10. Coming in at number 10, James Evans from Good Times. I probably would have put him a little lower because James didn't get his family about the projects. And I'm like, come on, brother. I know you was doing everything you can, working these jobs, but Florida kept you in the ghetto. Damn! Coming in at number 9, Fred G. Sanford. And the G stands for I don't know. But Fred Sanford is coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, Stephen Keaton. Y'all remember Family Ties? What would we do, baby, without a sha-la-la-la? He was a good dad. He was a cool dad. He was good. Don't get mad at me. Some of it is where I rate the show, and that's kind of not fair. I'm not saying he wasn't a great dad. They're in the top 10 list, so, so they're good dads. Yeah, Stephen Keaton. 7, Siete. Is that Siete? Jason Seaver. Y'all remember Growing Pains? Robin Thicke's dad, Alan Thicke. He played Jason Seaver. He was a good dad. I would really want to bring him up a little bit more, but I have to place him in that spot because my other dads, they had more of an impact. But Jason Seaver, he was a darn good dad. You know what I'm saying? Took care of Mike and Ben. For the number 6 spot, I'm doing drums because his last name is Drummond. Philip Drummond. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. It might be right for you, and it might be right for some. Different strokes, man. Took them little black boys in and he made a wonderful life for them and gave them a sister, Arnold and Willis. He took care of them boys like they were his own. So Philip Drummond is coming in at the number 6 spot. Number 5, a lot of people are gonna be mad at me. Carl Winslow. Family Matters, great dad, excellent dad, police chief, all of that, or police officer. Was he a chief or an officer? Y'all don't be talking about like, you need to do your research. I do, but listen, I ain't got time to recap on all of that. I know he had a police uniform. So coming in at number 5 is Carl Winslow. He was a great dad to Laura, Eddie, and Judy, wherever Judy is. I think I placed him there because of where I rated some of the other fathers. You know what? I probably should bring Carl up a little bit because he let all them people live with him. His mama, he let his sister-in-law live with him, and her son, Richie. They was all living with Carl. Let Urkel come in anytime he want to. So Carl Winslow is coming in at number 5. That was a hard decision because of my number 4. My thought process of me making this next person number 4, you'll understand when I break it down to you. So coming in at number 4 is Mike Brady from the Brady Bunch. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Here's a story of a lovely lady. Mike Brady's coming in at number 4 because guess what? Them 3 girls wasn't even his girls. It was just the 3 boys. And he took care of them 3 girls like they were his own. I didn't even know that until I was an adult. And it's crazy because it says it in the song. It says it was a man named Brady and the woman and they came and the one day when this fellow met this fellow and they knew that they were more than a hunch and they changed all their last names to Brady. That is a good man. Coming in at number 3. Danny Tanner, Full House. Whatever happened to the Vincent Melody? Now, I know you guys are like, well, why wasn't Danny Tanner a little lower than Mike Brady? The reason why Danny Tanner is in my number 3 spot is because his wife died and left him with a baby. Well, 2 other girls. He was doing his talk show thing and he was raising the kids. Of course, he had Jesse and Joey. Coming in at number 2. Now this one, I've been going back and forth with my number 2 and my number 1. I think y'all know who my number 1 is. Yeah, y'all probably know who my number 2. Well, you ain't gonna know yet. You gonna think, but I'm gonna tell you this. Number 2, Philip Banks. I was going back and forth. He even took his wife's nephew in and raised Will like he was his own, put him in a great school, kept him out of the streets. So Philip Banks, he has that number 2 spot. Coming in at number 1. It's pretty obvious. If you look at my name, you'll know. Listen, Heathcliff Huxtable as a dad was the man. The funny thing is, I see myself in him when I'm raising my children, just like all of the crazy stuff that he does. And he was a good dad. He was a great provider. Dude was a doctor. He encouraged his kids to get higher education. He was just the man. Heathcliff Huxtable is number 1. on my TV Dad list. And once again, I know you guys gonna hit me. What happened to Julius from Everybody Hates Chris? Great dads, all of that. Maybe we'll make another list. That's my top 10, y'all. What are yours? Name it in the comments. Name the people like, oh, you should have put say all of that. I want to read all of it. Let me know your top 10. Let me know who I should have added, who I should have taken away. I may not agree, but still let me know. It's entertainment. All right, y'all. I'm mad at myself. I should have said Bernie Mac in one of them. Bernie Mac has a special place in my heart. I know somebody's going to say Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac should have been in there. All right, y'all.